Yo. What's up, yo? What's up, yo? What's good, everyone? What's going on? Echoes, audio capture. What up? What up? What's going on, guys? The topic tonight is the same as every night. It's gonna be AI, it's gonna be art, it's gonna be getting creative, and just not feeling pressured by any kinds of outside expectation. But before we can begin, I need to finish setting everything up because my music doesn't appear to be working. So let me see what's going on here. We got the microphone, that seems to be working. But where is the audio? Audio input, Mac audio capture. Default desktop. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, how we sounding? How we sounding? Ahoy, butternuts. Where can I get Sora? You can get Sora from many different places. Give me just a second. I want to stand this up. How can I do this? Give me a second, guys. OBS is so annoying. Max screen cap, okay. Okay. Screen cap, okay. There we go. Do I take suggestions? I do. However, I'm just gonna need a second here. I need to go grab something. Give me a second, folks. I am still with you, my child. I am still here. Camera is just off. Alrighty. Video, beautiful. Hello. There we are. Perfect. Oh, again? Really? Oh my God. Why is it doing this? Hang on, guys. My screen capture software is acting really bad. Let me shoot. Okay. So what exactly the hell is happening here? Screen cap, display, restart capture maybe? Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna do this one as well. Delete that. There we go. Okay, maybe that'll be better. So let's go ahead and shrink that, like so. Oh, Technical fucking difficulties, eh? Ain't nothing like it. Nothing like it. Okay, we're going to, sorry guys, I know I'm not really attending to the stream, but you should know I'm trying to make it the best viewing experience you can have, which takes constant time and adjustment. So transform, center horizontally, perfect, there we go, okay. And now we finally take our, we take that, we place that on top of there we go, perfect. The two people in Love at First Neck, those two people are fictional. Those are not real people. They were AI generated, purely. They do look like real people though, don't they? Shit's getting pretty crazy. Okay, so I guess we're finally in a good spot. Is it finally working? I think we're good, I think we're good. Hindi? No, I'm afraid I don't speak anything but good old English. Come on. So how y'all doing tonight? I need some gross prompts, please. Just give me something that I can restyle an existing work with. Something like, I don't know, bloated, translucent tick bodies with limbs adorned, etc. Things of that kind. Just 1 to 2 sentences per piece. Try and give me about 15 options if you would. Alex Gray inspired psychedelic mix? Hell yeah. I think that's a good idea, and I will do that momentarily. You know how people bake garlic, then squeeze it out of the peel in full? I'd like to see that, but the soft garlic squeeze out would turn into flies. That's very interesting, very specific. I guess I could prompt for something like that. I have a few ideas as far as how I would go about that. Maybe I'll get to that in a second. Let me try a couple things first. I want to restyle this first frame here with a few different options. We'll just do like 3 for now. But what I'm basically doing here, guys, I'll explain it in just a second, is, whoopsie daisy. So on this workflow we have here, I'm taking this video of a guy doing God only knows what with this giant squid. I'm taking the first frame of it and I'm restyling it into something different, like this right here, based on different prompts. And so it kind of just becomes its own thing entirely, while still retaining the structure of its original photo. And so then once I have that picture in hand, I'm bringing it back over to Comfy, and as you can see, using it as our image input. And then it's kind of a matter then of 1 + 2 equals, well, A + B = C, really. And this is more or less the result. You know, we took that video here, changed the first frame, and we got a completely, entirely different result. But that's kind of what I'm playing with right at the moment, with some different styles. So let's see what we got. Ooh, these are weird. Very strange. I kind of like what's going on here. Oh God, it's not working again. Oh my God, OBS is so fucking annoying. Okay, hang on, hang on. This OBS crap keeps, it keeps like freezing on like a particular part of my screen cap, and like from that point on it won't show what I'm doing, and that's kind of what happened here. You're stuck on a frame from like 2 minutes ago, and so I'm having to constantly keep coming back over to OBS and restarting the screen cap, like so, and so that's kind of unfortunate, but you know, we're dealing with it. Let me go ahead and do this. Come on. Okay, so we got that. We got that. Alrighty. Good enough. Kinda. Anywho. Hey, Dual Stranger, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Do we have any comments whatsoever from Twitch or YouTube? No, we do not. That's okay. So let's drill into this result. I'm quite a fan. Let's refine it even further by reducing the influence of the structure ever so slightly until we get something a little more abstract. We'll bring it to 40%, then 30%, and then maybe even 20%. And we're going to see what we get from that prompt. Yeah, Maria, that is definitely not the place to be sharing opinions like that. Please take that somewhere else. Okay, ooh, we got some like straight up earthworms now. Oh, hell yeah, that's pretty cool too. Let's go with that one. We're gonna take those worms. We're going to come back over to Comfy UI, drag that on in. And we're also gonna take the prompt that was used for it. We're gonna use that as well here in Comfy. And then we're just gonna, I think, run it. Let's see what we get if I run that. Assuming Comfy runs, we'll see, there it goes. AI videos, yes, correct. AI videos are the name of the game here. All right. Oh, my neck. Oh, shit. Okay. There we go. Much better. There we are. Is it truth that AI gets more views now? AI videos have been getting a lot of views for a while now. It's a very trendy thing to get into. I would highly recommend it if you have any interest. Holy shit, this is not running at all. Let's start a new pod. It's kind of annoying. We'll do that. We'll change the template to 1, and then we're going to run that again, see what we get. Fish head guts into watch worms into noodles being poured. That's a lot. that's cool. Oh, damn it. Bro, what the fuck? Do you have to pay to make an AI video? It depends what platform I'm using. Some AI platforms are more expensive than others. Some are entirely free and some are very expensive. It really just depends. Do you have to buy software or an app? Yes. Well, I mean, this particular program is called Comfy UI, and it is a completely free piece of software to use and run, and you install it locally. However, you do need a pretty powerful computer to actually run it, depending on what you'll be doing with it. Especially when it comes to video production, you're going to want a pretty decent computer. If you're just making images and editing images and stuff like that, you don't need the most powerful rig ever, but for the stuff that I do for video and everything, you're probably going to want at least like an NVIDIA 5090. Okay, so that's pretty darn cool, if I do say so. It's very abstract, and you can kind of see what occurred to make it happen. I just basically mashed these two things together. It's pretty cool. So interesting. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that you feel the same. I find this stuff incredibly interesting. It's just fascinating. And we could really play with any of these results. We could, and it doesn't even have to be one of these structure references. It can be literally any picture ever. You can just plug it in and use that as is. Like let's take this thing. This is beautiful. This picture of a butterfly. You know, pearlescent, luminescent, iridescent type of butterfly, and we'll take that and we'll plop that right on in. And we're also going to borrow the prompt that it uses as well for better guidance. So we'll copy that, we'll paste it into the positive, and then we're going to run it again and see what we get, you know? It's going to be a radically different result, but that's the fun of it. So let's see what it gives us, shall we? And guys, if you have any interest at all, I'm finding this very difficult. Well, that sounds more like a you problem, bud. Mr. Sido Paul. Guys, if you have any interest in making the types of videos you see on my left that are kind of scrolling to the left there, please do consider looking into a course that I just released last week about how to make videos like that and how to go viral with them using Sora 2, which is one of the latest state-of-the-art AI image tools out of the same company that makes ChatGPT. It came out about a month ago now, I want to say, 3 or 4 weeks, and man, it's just tearing up all of social media. If you spend any amount of time on here, you've no doubt seen at least a handful of them, and well, they are very much poised to go viral if you know how to prompt correctly and you know kind of which trends to follow or even create. And honestly, I try and cover as much of that as I can in my course, not only how to prompt Sora videos correctly, but also a study of various viral clips that are already going viral, including some of my own, and how to properly prompt for those. And yeah, just kind of a front to back sort of deep dive into Sora 2 as far as how to use it and go viral with it. So if you have any questions about the course or the program or any of this stuff really, feel free to drop me a line here. We'll kind of chat about it. But yeah, other than that, just, you know, love to have you here. Your support is always welcome and appreciated. Need some Tipper for the background. Hell yeah, I miss Tipper. It's been a while since I've thrown on some Tipper in my videos. Hello, my friend. This is a great place to start. I'm so excited. Nice, right on. I'm super glad you feel that way. Hopefully I can give you some proper glimpse into my world and kind of what goes into my stuff. Dang, look at that. That is weird, no? Super bizarre. Oh, it froze again. Lovely. Keeps freezing. Okay, there we go. It's freaking annoying. All right, Maria, you are gone. I gave you a chance to correct your behavior, but no more. Actually, it occurs to me that I don't properly know how to boot people. That's the thing about Instagram Live, you guys. You can like report and block, but like I can't figure out how to fucking boot people. It's really obnoxious. If anyone knows anything about streaming on Instagram specifically and moderating chat rooms, please let me know the ins and outs of it because for whatever reason I'm having an issue here kicking folks, but you know, at the very least I can start by blocking them. It's very annoying that it doesn't give you the best of tools. AI video versus Sora 2. Oh, do you mean AIvideo.com, the platform? Like the one that's on my in my links in my bio. So hang on one sec. I mean, it's kind of hard to compare them because they're both two different types of products. AIvideo.com is more of like a general hub that you can access a bunch of other models from, whereas Sora 2 is an actual model and you can access Sora 2 from various locations. So like if I go to my AI video account, for example, I'll just load into one of my recent kind of dashboards here. So when you're logged into AIvideo.com, you have this drop down right here, which lets you browse through a bunch of different video models that you can generate with. One of those is actually Sora 2. So you can create Sora videos right here within AIvideo.com. Whereas on the other hand, you know, Sora 2 is, like I just mentioned, its own model. So you can access it from AIvideo.com. You can access it from Sora.com. As you can see right here, this is all Sora 2. But yeah, that's more or less the general difference between them. So AI videos for content you'd use. So AI video, I don't know about content in Sora. It's kind of like, what could I compare it to? It's basically just like the hub is the best word I can use. It's a hub for different AI tools, both video and image creation. You can create Sora clips on here just by like typing a prompt and then clicking generate. But you can also do that for like Kling videos or Google Veo or really any of these. And it will populate this list with your recent creations. And then it also includes like this built-in timeline sort of thing where you can splice clips together, do a little bit of light image editing, add sound effects, things like that. I don't really mess with that a whole lot. I mainly just use this to like create separate clips and then I take them into CapCut. But I mean, it's kind of all a matter of preference. But yeah, another platform very similar to AI video is this platform called FreePic, and I use this one quite often on stream as well. And it's once again just like a general hub or an access point to interface with these models from, like Sora, like Kling, and like a lot of image models like Seedream. As you can see, I create a lot of different images as well on here. So I don't know if that's the best explanation for someone who's not really acclimated to this sort of world, but you know, I'm doing my best, so. All right, let's, okay, we're still good, I think. How are we doing on our run pod deployment? Oh, good, it's finally live. on Twitch or YouTube, not really. Oh, hey, Creature, I think that's how you pronounce it, over on Twitch. Nice to see you over there as well. Thank you for giving me the viewership over there. I'm trying to grow my Twitch, so I appreciate that. But yeah, so the garlic and worms idea would be pretty trippy, you're right? Or the garlic and flies. How about I try and execute on that idea? That's a pretty good one. So let me see how I'd go about it. Let me find your original comment so I know what the prompt is. So what you want is what exactly? I can't find it now. I mean, I basically remember what you asked for. Yeah, garlic, squeeze it out in the peel in full. I'd like to see. Okay, so what I'm literally gonna do in this case is I'm gonna take your actual message and I'm gonna feed it directly into chat. Hang on one sec. Come on. And I'm gonna have chat derive a prompt for me based off of that. So let's send that on over. Okay, we will just take that. And are we good on this? I don't think we are. Screen cap, restart. Oh man, OBS. Okay, so now that we have your prompt, I'm gonna come to chat. I'm gonna say, I need a prompt, a video prompt based on this request to achieve the type of video they're looking for. And honestly, let's just see what it gives us. And honestly, we might just want to try an image to video type of video as well. But we're going to start with text to video just to see what we get. And so, hey, Funbox Official, how's it going? Over on Twitch. It is very nice to meet you. We are going to take this prompt we just derived, and we're going to pass it into Hilluo.video. In other words, Minimax, also known as Minimax. So many different tools to remember. So we're going to do text to video as our option. We're going to do 768 at 6 seconds. Let's let it rip. Let's see what we get. And yeah. Also, we're going to make a first image that we can maybe play with if we want to try like an image to video approach too. So I'm going to come back to chat, going to be like, okay, this is good for text to video, but if we want to try an image to video version of this, we're going to need a first frame that kind of represents the start of that sequence. Can you give me a prompt that would help me create an image of that first frame only? So let's send that in. Let's see what it gives us. Close-up macro photograph, freshly roasted garlic, beautiful. Let's try that out, shall we? So we're gonna start with text. Let's do a 1-to-1. 1-to-1 ratio is pretty good. We'll run that through. Ooh, these are kind of cool. Check these out. Gooey. Cool. Let's try this out, shall we? Let's take that. And let's come back to Hilluo. Let's do an image to video on that. Whoops. Drag that on in. And actually, I'm just going to prompt it without the assistance of chat here. I'm going to say, fingers squeeze garlic, revealing a bunch of, actually, let's see what this gave us. Ooh, that's sick, dude. What do you think of that? That's dope, actually. That's actually really cool. Pretty believable. Let's take the prompt that created this awesome result, because that is really cool. And let's use that now for our image to video attempt and see what that gives us. That's wild, I know, right? Isn't that trippy? Super trippy. They kind of just like grow into existence as opposed to like crawl out of it. But I mean, still, it's pretty cool. Pretty dope. Can you make a Sora video of Trump yelling at Elon in a divorce court? That's hilarious. And to be honest with you, I don't think Sora would like support either of those. It's very censorious. There's very little you can get away with now on Sora as far as creating like recognizable figures. It was a lot easier at first, like in the first week or so, but they quickly cracked down on it. So it's quite a lot harder now to do, especially videos of people like Trump and stuff. It pretty much instantly rejects the prompt. But I mean, something like that is certainly possible, but you'd have to use a different tool. You'd probably have to do like an image to video. So start with like creating that first frame so that you can better control the outcome. But yeah, Sora is probably not gonna, I mean, I'm happy to try and run it through. I just doubt that it's gonna give me anything, but it doesn't hurt to try, right? Let's try Trump yelling at Elon Musk in a divorce court. As a matter of fact, so I'm anticipating this is gonna get insta-rejected, but I'm gonna, oh, did I just type Mulk instead of Musk? That's hilarious. Elon Musk. Donald Trump yelling at Elon Musk in a divorce court. And just as predicted, it got instantly rejected. But you know what, that's okay, because we're gonna try it here over on Hilluo, which does have a history of actually allowing notable figures. Probably because it's a non-US model and they don't care as much about copyright and stuff, presumably. So maybe this will give us better results. Maggots instead of flies. The garlic pieces already look like maggots. Oh, good point. Yeah, let me try that out. Oh, that's kind of cool. Once again. Yeah, let's try the maggot idea. Okay. As it emerges, it begins to twitch. Cluster of glossy black flies. Let's change that to a cluster of slimy maggots. Maggots crawl out. Their bodies shimmering in the light. Sound. Okay, okay. Let's try that out. This is fun. Let's try that out. Ring camera footage of a gorilla getting shot in a bypass. From what they said, they use chat to make sort. Exactly, yeah. So in many cases, when it rejects a prompt, using chat to help you fix it will typically help you get something. I have my doubts about the whole Donald Trump thing, but hey, you know what? I mean, it's worth a shot, right? So maybe I'll take the Donald Trump idea. Not that I really want to like do political stuff here on stream, generally speaking, but I guess this idea is like innocent enough, so let's see if we can get something out of it. So I'm going to paste it in chat. Actually, that's not the right prompt. I'm gonna paste it in chat. I'm gonna say this. Sora is rejecting this prompt. Can you please rewrite it for me in a way that passes guideline? And let's try that out. Okay, so I doubt this is going to give us like exactly what we want, but let's run it anyways. A dramatic courtroom scene where two famous tech and political figures argue heatedly during a tense legal dispute. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's hardly any chance that's going to end up being Trump and Elon, just because it's so vague, but maybe it'll give us something. Oh wow, look at this. Well, there you go, I guess. Yeah, Minimax doesn't mess around. They'll just like give it to you, won't they? That's hilarious. That is so funny. I guess that's kind of Elon, right? On Sora, someone remixed the gorilla vid with, oh man. It surprised me that Sora allows religious. Yeah, no, it is surprising. I mean, there's a lot that I'm surprised about what Sora allows and doesn't allow. I'm generally speaking quite annoyed by how they're handling, like the fact they allowed so many different like IP videos to pass in the initial days, like SpongeBob and Pokemon and all these things, just to like kind of get our hopes up, only to then like snatch it away. It's kind of not great. I kind of wish they would have just left that intact. Maybe they'll bring it back. Maybe they'll ease up on restrictions over time. But yeah, kind of weird. This is pretty good though. Ooh, let's take a look at our new garlic videos. Ooh, that's cool. Damn, that's sick. How about this one? Oh my god. Holy shit. That's pretty cool. Oh shit, you guys can't see it. Oh my god. I really wish Minimax would support 9:16 for text to video. I don't know why they refuse, but what are you gonna do, I guess? Okay. All right, so anyways, oh, here, let's see. That's pretty sweet. I'd like to see it with the garlic opened up. If you Google roasted garlic squeezed, it'll give you pictures of, okay. Let me take a look. Roasted garlic squeezed. I think I'm seeing what you mean here. It's a very specific type of video, isn't it? But okay, yeah, sort of like that. I think that looks like what you're describing, creature. How's about we just use this as our starting image, bring it back over to Minimax, copy the prompt used, let's come to image to video. We'll take this picture we just found, and we'll use that as the starting image. Let's try that out. Hello, Ajmal. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's try this out. Lovely. That's really annoying. Come on. Yeah, just go. What the fuck? One fun. Sorry guys, I'm kind of crashing out. I just got kind of distracted. Ooh. Okay. Hey creature, sorry if I got a little carried away there with Comfy UI. Let me see if I can show you what I'm working on here. So restart capture once again. And well, I mean, kinda. I don't know. Cool motion, but let's see if I can get this upscaler working. What fun. Here we go. I think Sora won't ever remove the restrictions copyright stuff, and if they do, I'm pretty positive they'll only offer it for people who are willing to pay a sub. I mean, hey, if that's the compromise, me personally, I'm not too bothered by that because I'm already a paying customer, but I could see how it would annoy people. But you know, it would be better than nothing, honestly. It's just a shame to me that they would tease the public with like a feature set which is eventually revoked in the end and not actually part of the package. That isn't to say you can't still get really phenomenal results from Sora if you know how to prompt it correctly. It's a really powerful tool. I just kind of wish you could still make weird SpongeBob videos of him like getting arrested and shit. I don't know. It was just fun. It was just really fun that first week it came out. It's still very fun though, if you know how to use it. I can see how this can be a pain, haha. So the way the video physically generates is all dependent on your prompt. Very much so, yeah. The prompt usually plays a very big role in the outcome, especially with something like image to video, like what you see right here, if I can find it. You know, stuff like this where it just has a single frame to go off of and not a whole lot of context beyond that. It really does rely on you writing an effective prompt to get something interesting. And in fact, maybe this prompt is just a little too complex for it. Maybe it doesn't need to be so big. Like, what if we literally just say fingers crush and compress garlic, comma, releasing a bunch of little maggots. How about we just literally do that? As basic as it gets. Some of the time with these video models, less is definitely more. That's actually one of the things I talk about in my course as far as how to write an effective prompt on Sora, and really just in general, but especially with Sora too. It really matters when it comes to not hitting the model with too much context, like really giving it a chance to breathe and use its own innate creativity, if that makes sense. to kind of fill in some of the gaps. I find the results are typically a lot more pleasing on the eye, even if you do relinquish some of that creative direction over to the AI. What you get in return is a much more interesting result overall. And so definitely play with the idea of less being more when it comes to prompting with these tools. It just might make you something that you didn't even think of in the first place, and something even cooler. I mean, some of the time it'll also flop completely and it won't be that great, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised most of the time. That's kind of cool. Ooh, let's do like a chocolate one, shall we? Ooh, nice. This will be cool. Fucking thing. Okay, restart. There we go. Oh man, my streaming software sucks, dude. What is wrong with OBS lately? Having to restart the screen cap every few minutes. Not fun. Ooh, check that out. That's pretty cool. Let's try it out, shall we? Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Maybe if the garlic started at being full and not halfway through the squeeze. Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually. Well, first let's see how these look right here. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty dope. I actually like that. Oh, wow. Ugh, that's gross. I do like this one, though. How's about we do, I really like this prompt, but how about, like you just recommended, Creature, that we started out with the garlic not being crushed yet, but about to be crushed. So how about we do that? Hands holding garlic cloves. I think it's cloves, right? Like maybe, I don't know. I guess we could go with this. Let's try that. It's maybe not the best picture, but whatever. Okay, let's try that out. Oh, hell yeah, look at that. That's so weird. I love it. Oh, that's weird. Has to be roasted garlic squeezed. True. I'm just gonna have chat write the prompt for me at this point. Oh, what the hell is this? Check out what you're trying to load. Oh, it doesn't recognize. Oh, it sucks. I'm doing like 3 things at once here. Okay, let's come back to chat. I want to make a picture similar to this of hands, like FOV of hands holding garlic, roasted garlic, but I want it to be uncrushed because as you can see in this picture, they're already being kind of crushed up. I want the picture instead to just show the hands holding uncrushed roasted garlic cloves, like about to be crushed, but not yet. Can you write a prompt for me? So we'll do that. And we're also gonna bring it into Seedream and see if we can just like make it, we can do like an image edit for this maybe. So we're gonna come back to this, bring that into Seedream like so. And we're gonna write, where's our prompt? Okay, gonna paste that in, see what that gives us. And we're also gonna make a fresh picture as well. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, whatever. Ah, darn, okay. Ah, now we're talking. That's a pretty good starter image, I think. Let's try that out. Let's take that. Let's take that back over to Hello. We're going to, oh, let's see how these came out first. Oh my God. Ugh, that's so gross. I love it. Let's use the image that we just made. We're gonna take this right here because it's a roasted garlic. Fingers crush and compress roasted garlic, releasing a bunch of little maggots. And I think that's finally gonna give us the result that we want, creature, hopefully. Gross. Ah, fuck. Oh boy. Oh shit. God damn it. Oi. Okay. Lame. You made the course? Oh, nice. Heck yeah, man. So you kind of went through some of it? That's awesome to hear. I definitely plan on adding more to it over time for sure. Yeah. That's just kind of the initial offering, but it's kind of going to be a living, breathing course, as well as some other things perhaps relating to Sora 1. Now, haven't decided if I'm going to make a dedicated course just for Sora 1 specifically, or just tack it on to the Sora 2 course. I may do a little bit of both, but either way, I do plan on adding more to the Sora 2 course over time, as well as some other supplemental materials like maybe cheat sheets like PDFs and even some prompts that have worked for me in the past. I might be sharing some of those out as well. List of successful prompts in Sora, things like that. So definitely keep an eye out for that. It is the kind of thing where once you buy the course, it's a one and done sort of deal, which basically will give you lifetime access to everything I add to it subsequently. So yeah, great question. And stay tuned, I guess. I won't be like releasing anything new like in the immediate future, just because I'm kind of in the promotional phase like this week and next week, kind of getting the word out. But in the coming weeks, I definitely plan on adding more to it as well. So excellent material. Oh, thank you so much, Emilio. I'm super glad to hear that you found it useful. That's awesome. That's actually really encouraging because I did work hard on it. I'm glad that you like it though. All right, so let's see how our garlic videos turned out. It's not really crushing the garlic. Jesus, it's so gross. Well, I don't know. Maybe crushing hands aggressively grab and crush the garlic, releasing a bunch of small maggots and bugs. Because I kind of want it to like viscerally grip them. It doesn't seem to be gripping the garlic per se. It's just kind of like holding it lightly and peeling it apart. You know, see, it's not great. I'm suddenly like really fixated on this garlic idea. Hey everyone, hey Kalina, hey Anima, how's it going? Maybe that'll work better. But yeah, Emilio, thank you so much. Really, it means a lot that you not only chose to pick up the course, but you actually went through some of it, or perhaps all of it. That's really, really cool. And if you have any other feedback about it, I'd be more than receptive, more than open to hearing it. All right, let's see how this came out now. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's more like it. That's cool. Oh my God. That's so funny. I think harnessing everyone's inner trypophobia would get views. Yes, I think 100% you're onto something there. Trypophobia is typically a pretty good strategy as far as going viral on Instagram. I will be the first to admit. Wanted to see some more examples of the prompts. Oh, good to know. Okay. Yeah, I definitely went into some of them on some of those modules. I could probably add like a dedicated video that specifically kind of browses through the prompts of like the more viral videos I've made. And or maybe I'll just release like a PDF kind of showcasing a bunch of those prompts. But either way, I'll take that into consideration as far as some additions. Examples of correcting censored prompts. Gotcha. Okay. Maybe I can run through one of those examples for you on stream right here. So like as an example, because I've been getting censored a lot too, as you can see. So like if, for example, I get something like this, it says, this content may violate our content policies. Oh, hang on one sec. You can't see what I see. 1 second here. Let's do display capture. Okay. There we go. And so if I take this right here where it says I violated something, I take the prompt. The best way I typically go about this is I'll bring it over to ChatGPT or Grok or Claude, whoever you want to use. And I'll paste this in and I'll say, oops, I won't send it as so. I'll start a new thread, paste it in, but I'll preface it by saying, you know, hey, listen, this prompt, actually, I'm just going to dictate it with my microphone. So I'm going to click the mic and say, this Sora prompt keeps getting rejected. Can you please help me tweak it and change it so that it passes the Sora guidelines while still achieving the desired effect? I'll click OK. And so this type of request will typically get you something usable once you bring it back into Sora. So I'm going to start by sending that, let chat whip up its thing. And then when it gives me something back like this, we're going to scroll down. We're going to take the prompt it gave us. It actually gave us a few options. So let's copy a few of those back into Sora 2. And we'll just start sending them in. We'll send that one. We'll send this one, etc. And we'll see if any of these come close to what we wanted. And hopefully at the very least, it makes us something. It might not be exactly what we wanted, but at least it didn't get rejected. And that's good for having a good step one, you know. But this is generally the best way, which is ironic because you're kind of using ChatGPT to get around ChatGPT because it's made by the same company, right? So you're kind of using one of their tools to circumvent the other. It's actually kind of funny to think about. But it is an effective strategy, not just for Sora, but really for any of these generative AI platforms. If you're getting your prompt rejected, it's really just a matter of having chat or any LLM help you navigate that pitfall, help you fix that prompt so that it doesn't get rejected anymore. Honestly, that's probably one of the best strategies you could hope for. I mean, you can manually rewrite the prompts yourself and just keep doing trial and error that way, but it's going to take you longer and it's not going to be as efficient in the end. So definitely this is probably the first strategy I would recommend in order to get around this shit. Okay, let's restart that, recapture. Okay, there we go. So yeah, let's just see how these turn out. Great point. Oh, thank you. Skit Show, cool username. All right, let's see how those turn out. Ouch. All right, and after this, I'm probably gonna wind down a bit. I'm getting a little tired. It's my second time streaming today, so I'm a little tired, but I'll definitely try and be back tomorrow around like 11 or 12 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m., 12 p.m., somewhere around that time. Hey, baby Praveen, how are you doing, my friend? Any more Twitch questions? No, nothing on Twitch, nothing on YouTube. Okay. Ooh, okay, so one of our revised prompts still ended up getting flagged. That's very interesting. But we have 2 more attempts, which hopefully at least one of them will yield a result. to find out. Nice, so at least we got a couple more results. Let's take a look at this one. Oh boy. That's pretty silly. Well, it's something I'd want to play with a bit more. I don't think she looks enough like a gazelle. You know, it's more like a woman wearing gazelle horns or something. But at least we got something, right? Better than nothing. A good starting, you know, whatever. Anyways, I mean, her hoofs are kind of cool, right? The feet are definitely pretty unusual. But yeah, that is the strategy, guys. All right. Gonna wrap it here. Very, very tired, but also very, very grateful that all of you are here with me tonight. I can hardly talk anymore because of how tired I am. But can you read the prompt again? Oh yeah, I can read the prompt for you. So the one that it ended up giving back to us that did end up working goes like security camera recording of a surreal art performance featuring a woman with gazelle-like features exploring an enclosure, moving between the piles of wood under soft daylight while an audience observes quietly from behind the fence. So, you know, it's pretty accurate according to the prompt I gave it. The prompt itself is not really what I envisioned in my head, but insofar as Sora's ability to follow a prompt accurately, I would say it did a pretty good job. It's just, again, not exactly what I wanted. What I really wanted was, and I could specify this to chat, so this is really kind of a back and forth sort of thing, but what I would do in this instance is I would go back to chat, I would say, listen, it ended up working, however, what I really wanted was so-and-so. What I really wanted was for it to be a human-animal hybrid with like the face of a woman but the body of a gazelle. And so that's kind of what I would say to it. It would give me a different prompt and I would just keep going from there. And eventually I would get a result most likely that I'm really happy with. So yeah. I think that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you so much again for everything. I really, really appreciate it. And again, just to cap things off and without beating a dead horse too much, I do have a new course out. It can be found in my bio, the link for it, that is. And it's about how to prompt in Sora 2, as well as how to go viral using Sora 2, as well as a case study on other viral videos, including my own, and how to remix those viral videos so that you're not outright stealing or copying it, but kind of adapting it into your own. So it covers a number of different aspects of generative AI, and I'm really happy with it. I hope you consider looking into it. But if you don't want to, that's cool too. I'm just happy to have you here, happy to interact with y'all. So, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that's I'm more than happy to share the tips whenever I can in this format. So yeah, thanks guys. Love you all very much, and I'll chat with you soon, okay? Take care.